everybody, this is Double RPG here, and welcome back to my live stream playthrough series on Trails of Cold Steel on the PC. And I would have got started with this a lot sooner if I had to, but I decided to take a nap first because it was kind of nippy outside, and I just got back from a walk before that, so that's why the live stream is a little bit late today. But hey, better late than never for this day, right? I said that I would be doing live streams on my on Twitch on the weekend, so I am fulfilling my promise to you on that. So anyway, let's go ahead and not waste any time, and we'll get on with today's episode. And please excuse any noise you hear in the background in case if you hear my dogs barking or anything like that. So just wanted to get you well aware of that. Of course, that would appear on my stream. Me going through the whole shindig setup of trying to switch between gameplay and OBS. But hey, what can I do, right? Anyway, in the previous episode, we just started off in Trista, and we made our way towards the market town of Celdic. So. And when we got there, we did 2 out of the 3 assigned tasks. One was an optional one, and one was a required one. In today's episode, we're going to take care of the second required task, and then we are going to do the. Then we're going to go into the second day of the second field study. But yeah, we'll get on with that today. Now we just need to find out where that third task is located. Actually, it might help if I... No, that's not gonna do. So, looks like I'm gonna have to go into here. So, we don't want to get the... right here. East Celdic Highway Monster. Okay, my house is on the east side, alongside the East Celdic Highway. Please stop by if you can, so yeah. We're going to go on the Eastern Highway and not the Western Highway like we did in the previous episode and see if there's any new monsters that we can actually take on. So I hope you all had a very good day today, or are having a good day today. Hope most of you set your clocks forward by 1 hour because we did enter daylight savings time today.
This would be a really tranquil area, if not for the monsters.
Yes, it would be, Elliot. It would be a very nice area if there weren't any monsters around, but that's just something that we're gonna have to deal with, unfortunately.
Now's our chance. Go.
So, yeah, today for me, weather-wise, it's kind of a nippy day out. Definitely a bigger contrast than yesterday, if you ask me. Alright, got them.
Is everyone okay?
Alright, so everybody came out of that battle unscathed. Might take us a little bit to actually get some more level ups in that going, because we did get us up to a pretty good level to where experience is going to be a bit slower to actually, for us to actually grind any more levels. But hey, that's just the traditional nature of Japanese role-playing games in a nutshell, right? Might as well take advantage of it while we can.
Now's our chance.
My turn. There.
It's my turn.
See if I can lay off any of the EP spells for quite a while, since I do have...
Turn to flame.
I have plenty of CP energy. Okay, actually, how about we use Radiant Dance on all of them?
Behold, my most powerful
Yet they call it Radiant Dance, but but it's called Radiant Blade Dance.
Still have a lot of training to do.
Aw, triple kill. Now that's awesome. That victory music just sound really awesome. How the sound team within Nihon and Falcom actually can get that rockin' vibe to it in case if there's you know, in case if the situation is necessary. I mean, it's kind of like in the Yeast games how they managed to do that. Because it sounds cool.
There. Now's your chance.
I've got you.
Yes.
It's my turn.
And it just feels nice when I'm playing on a Xbox One controller because it's because you can just feel the rumbles from the you know, the vibrations.
I can do this.
Of course. Evil will fall before my blade.
All right. Takes care of that. Let's continue forward.
It's a treasure chest.
Yes, it is. Ah, proxy puppet. Let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what it does. And as with every character, we can actually, with every character, and the proxy puppet, it can prevent KO, revives on KO with 10% HP once, but breaks afterwards. So it's more of a one-use type of deal. So yeah, the Geek Fighters and I, we just got through playing some more Thousand Arms yesterday, and it seems like yesterday wasn't a really good time to be streaming because it just seems like we didn't garner that much of an audience yesterday. I mean, some of the people who watch us seemed like they were missing in action yesterday, so if they were, then I mean, if they had other things going on, then we're not going to hold anybody against that. I mean, if that happens, I mean, that... Oh, you missed your chance to get a critical strike in. So yeah, if they have stuff that's going on, that they got to take care of their own things. But, you know, maybe it was like that yesterday. Who knows?
Is everybody okay?
But yeah, we were playing through Thousand Arms yesterday and got a lot of progress done too. It's always fun when we get together on Saturdays to do that Let's Play series. It's just, playing a game like that, it makes me feel very happy for playing a game like this because of that whole anime aesthetic in the gameplay. Yeah, we actually got to meet our 5th party member yesterday, too.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
But he didn't really join us in the, he didn't really join us in, during that playthrough, but he will for the next one when we meet this Saturday. Oh, look at the livestock. Hope none of them shit. Because we don't need a repeat of what do you call it? We don't even need a repeat of Metal Gear Solid 5 with the pooping horses. But it was a fun time. I can tell you that much. And for those of you who have a Nintendo Switch, Kirby Star Allies, at least in North America, is coming out this Friday. So we got a dinosaur that we need to take care of, but I think we're at a good spot where we can... Actually, you know what? I don't think so. We need to go ahead and refill some people's EP if we can. And I think that's just only for these two. Yeah, I think we'll be okay now. I probably should have bought some at the store before we actually got started with this, but in all honesty, I think we'll be able to do just fine now. A plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. Be careful, however. Okay, so we are going to go back out into the wild, and we're going to be going beyond into a plateau, huh? And I think that plateau... yeah, it wouldn't be that way. But I'm going to go back over there, take a look at that windmill, because we didn't even take that path over there. And I think there might be some boxes we can break, or maybe some treasure chests that we can actually find. So I might have went a little too far out of my way to, you know, accidentally not take a look at all the surroundings within this area. Mind the getting unconscious for me, dude? There we go. So we get that triple advantage on. Yeah. Now you can see why I actually want to keep attacking the enemies before they actually strike, because it makes it easier for me to actually get them taken care of fast enough.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
High five! Student high five. Okay, and there is a treasure chest right there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Might as well grab it. A ground bait. And there's another one right over here, and some more boxes and barrels that I can break. Oh, there's an EP charge, so we might as well keep that on us when we take care of that monster. The dragon, as it's called. And not only did I live stream this, and thus the Geek Fighters live stream Thousand Arms, but 16-Bit Jeff, my co-host, or one of the co-hosts of the Geek Fighters, he actually did a live stream on Fable Anniversary, and I was a part of that too, and all the way through, and it was really fun. Just to see him play and me get to commentate and, you know, just to unleash our shenanigans and have a jolly, fun, good old time. Okay, no items there, so I'm sure the plateau's this way on the East Celdic Highway, where we're going to find that green dragon. If I knew what that song was from Lord of the Rings Return of the King, where both Merry and Pippin actually talk about the green dragon, I would actually try and sing that, but unfortunately...
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
But,
Yeah. If you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
so yeah, I'm not gonna really say anything.
Now's our chance.
Because I really don't want to botch it, is what I'm saying.
There. Now's our chance.
I've got you.
Got it.
Right. Now.
There we go.
My turn.
Let's see if we take care of that one. Aw, oh, I missed.
I can do this.
Why can't anybody get that one? There you go, thank you. got a really good high evasion rate.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Really good high evasion rate. Okay, so... if there are plateaus around, then we're going to have to continue looking a bit forward some more. But it's not in Barahan. If it was, then they'll probably stop us and say, "Where are you going?" Yep, if we continue traveling south here, we'll eventually reach Barahan. So, yeah, it's not around this area. So we'll... It's a good thing that they stop you, so that way you can continue maintaining at the places where you're at. And speaking of which, I think I see the dragon's wings up there. Or saw something that resembled dragon's wings, so I think we're going in the right direction. I don't think I even talked about it much, but I should continue to mention how awesome the soundtrack is. It's like with video game companies having their own sound teams to do their own music, they actually are just fun to listen to. Okay, I'll go ahead and take care of these. I'll at least take care of one. See if I could try to get that one. Thank you. I always want to take care of that one because they gave us so much trouble. Yesterday when we were doing that playthrough. There we go.
All right, let's keep going.
And it looks like Elisa and Laura's main ornament quartz are about to go up in level. So, hopefully we can actually get them leveled up before we fight that green dragon. Let's see if we can fight that wolf. Maybe it'll actually get the experience that we need to take it down. We got a double advantage. Using E-Auto to actually do a lot of damage.
I can do this. Fire!
Of course.
And I guess the double advantage means that we can strike these enemies twice, or and with triple advantage we can actually attack them 3 times before they actually do any attacks.
I can do this.
But I don't think we're going to get out of this unscathed, if you ask me. Yep.
It's my turn.
Unfortunate. Oh well, what can you do, right?
An opening. You fought well, Ellie.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
Nope, that wasn't enough. I'll be darned. Oh well. We'll just have to go in it as is, because I thought maybe we can at least try to get them leveled up to where, I mean, their little orb fragments or whatever, so that way they can try to have a bit higher hit point rate and some better stats, but obviously that wasn't enough, so we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to go up the hill here. Oh, first things first, though. Destroy these boxes. Is there something else? Nope. Yeah, there's that creature, but it doesn't look like it's a dragon or anything. Oh, a warning sign? So, they're pretty much doing the same thing with what Mega Man X did. Whenever we get to a Maverick boss, then they had that warning sign appear out of nowhere. But yes. This is the monster that we want to take down. But I think we're ready. even if you try to attack it, I don't think it's going to get in a unconscious state, so I think we're just striking at it for nothing. Alright. Let's go ahead and motivate everyone, so that way we can get their strength up. And let's go ahead and use the resounding beat for you on all of us. You want to make sure that you do that resounding beat so that way the defense will increase, and every attack that you do for your characters, they will actually restore their hit points. Oh, that was a good attack with what Laura did right there, so. Doesn't look like Elisa's going to be able to do anything because she is unconscious. But I think she'll get back on her feet eventually. Oh! Oh, I missed. At least we're doing a good job with getting its armor down and all that. Okay, yes, she's back into the fray. Ooh, owie. Looks tough, yes, but we're actually putting quite the smackdown on it. Actually, let's go ahead and use Detector on it. Okay, so yeah, the Detector, it's kind of like using the Libra in Final Fantasy to give off the enemy stats and all that, so if you see that, then take advantage by all means. And it looks like its elemental efficiency is that of water, so I think we may want to attack it with fire attributes. And the unbalanced efficiency, it tells us what type of efficiency we can use, and I think, I don't know what we can actually use to take it down, but I think that looked like something that we could actually use an arrow to do that, but I highly doubt it. Use Firebolt on it. Uh-oh, it's doing something, so we better do something earth-shattering to take it down quick, but I don't think we're going to be able to take it down quick. Looks like we're going to have to motivate everybody again. Okay. And go ahead and use the resounding beat for everybody again. If we can. Well, for some at least. Okay, crafts. Use armor breaker again. I think we managed to stop it using its powerful technique, and it looks like we did manage so, because it's not trying to actually attack or anything like that. Or it's going to attack with that strong attack. Yeah, I think we managed to stop it clean in its tracks. Crafts. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the resounding beat for Laura now that she has expended her defense and regen.
It's my turn. Turn to flames.
Yeah, we're almost done with this, so let's keep at it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll have a lot of training to do.
Yeah, and we got Reen and Elia to increase their levels, as well as the ornament courts, the main ones for Elisa and Laura, to level up too. So Angel reached level 2, and we got an increase for that for Elisa. And we got the Fortuna, and automatically recover from KO, which means that she can recover from KO with 25% HP restoration as well as 25 CP, and activates once per battle if she were to go down. And Brave, we got an increase on that for Laura, and she's got the Forte, and battle begins with Strength raised for where it was at 1 turn for Strength at 25%, but now it's for 2 turns. So that's cool.
I did it.
All right.
All right.
Well, that takes care of that. You know, for Laura having that huge broadsword that she sticks on her side, wouldn't it be better if she actually stuck that on her back, like anybody would for a large sword like that? It just seems more appropriate. But then again, I don't think she would want to risk cutting her hair or whatever. And I think that takes care of that for today. So after we get done with that task, then we can actually go into the next day of field study, and I think that will lead us back to our dormitory. And who knows, maybe there's going to be a mingle session or something. This is about as far as I got when I mean, yesterday, at the end part, I think that was as far as I got when I played this game on the PS3 when it first came out. So everything from here on out, it's mostly going to be me going in blind.
My turn. Of course.
Here we go.
It's my turn. Fire! Go!
Yeah, this is an easy battle right here. Nice.
Oh, we did it.
We got through it unscathed. Oh, are we going the right way? Yeah, we're going back to Celdic. So yeah, as I said, everything is mostly blind from here on out, from what I'm playing. And hello, it's the Sleepy. Welcome to the chat. Or the Sheppy. Swords? So hard to choose. Yeah, you got that right. Anyways. Go inside here, report our progress. Oh, I assume you've taken care of that monster. That is correct. So you're free from a dragon, even though it was just a huge lizard. Oh well, it's the Sheppy, or don't worry about it. Or should I just call you Sheppy? If I can call you that, then great. But yeah, definitely welcome to the stream. I mean, that is a common thing with everybody. They don't get everybody's names right the first time. You know, a lot of people think that I was called RRPG Reviews until I refer to them that I go by the name Double RPG. So, don't worry. You're not in the wrong. Aw. Yeah, the Cruisian, or the Cruisin Province Army, or Provincial Army, they're, yeah, really bad, type of soldiers with a really bad attitude. So it's a good thing that you actually asked for us, because we're more reliable. And we got 10 fresh eggs, 10 starberries, 10 honey syrups, 10 coarse rock salts. That is really generous of you. But for him being a farmer, I think that's going to be really beneficial to us, so that way we can actually use those for cooking. Importing has become a much easier task now thanks to the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. So yes, we finally completed that. It's now time for us to go back to the inn, because we have completed our tasks for the day. The mandatory tasks. Elliot, you're pooped? Oh boy, you're pooped. You know, in the bathroom, or how Nintendo Capri Sun says it. The toilet. Same, I don't venture out onto the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay, though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kind of used to this. Well, if you played Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, seeing how both Zack and Cloud, they actually are from the country instead of living in city limits where, you know, Song of the Turks and that Shinra operative were more in Midgard, then you can actually see the connection with how people who live in the country can actually get around such rugged areas a lot easier than folks who are from an urban area. Alright, so yep, as I said, we're gonna go back to the inn. And we can't auto-jump there, so we'll just have to make it back on foot. But don't worry, it's not too far.
The advantage is ours. Here we go. There.
And we didn't even need to use any EP during that boss fight, which is a good thing, since we're trying to be conservative with what we have. Oh, two of these rat bastards? Oh, we got one of them. See if we could try to get the other one before it acts. And I'd say probably not. Yep, I was right. We better defeat it before... There we go.
You still have a lot of training to do.
That they do. Okay, Laura leveled up. It'll be just about one more battle until Elisa does, so...
I've only just begun.
Like I said, we're making good progress. And it seems like it's a good point for where we go into the next day of field study, where everybody can be on an even level, and at a good level too, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be more enemies that we can go up against that are at a stronger level than where we already are, so we can grind some more. It's like, how did they manage to see me when they were looking in that direction? That doesn't make any sense.
Here we go.
I mean, it's like in the Tales games, with how you can actually use that sorcerer's ring to actually get people, or to get monsters staggered, or in a different type, or get them to suffer some sort of penalty before you actually strike upon them.
I can do this. Now.
Got it.
My turn. Right. Ha!
Yep, she got the final blow.
Evil will fall before my blade.
And everybody got unscathed in that battle, so that's good. And still none for Elisa yet? Wow. Let's go ahead and take care of this one over here, and then we'll go back into town. Mind getting unconscious for me? Some of them take some time to actually get unconscious. Or it's like you have to attack them at the right angle.
We can do this.
Here we go.
It's a bottom leaf cutter on some of these jerks. Oh, we'll just do it that way.
I can do this. Now.
Alright.
My turn.
So, what's on tap for me this week? Well, for today, after I get done with doing this live stream, I want to try and work on some more of my Final Fantasy retrospective, but before I do that, I need to find at least 1 or 2 news stories for Double RPG's side quests, so that way I can cover those for the next couple days before I work on the next one for Wednesday. But what those news stories are going to be, I'm really not that certain. You'll just have to wait and find out. Okay, now we got Elisa at level number 12.
Nicely done.
Okay, so that takes care of that, and there's some more items that we could pick up out of those boxes. I guess that's something that I really should be doing from now on. Every time when I go in and out of an area, attack those boxes and those barrel crates so that way we can actually get those items in our possession. So that way more items for us means that less that we have to use those market areas. Don't give crap. What crap? Uh-oh. Seems like there's some trouble going on inside the inn, and I think it has something to do with Instructor Sarah getting into some trouble. Or something happening over at the market? Huh. So we might as well go ahead and take a look at what's up with the market before we report back in. Or is... Oh, no, I didn't even think so. Don't give me that crap! This is my spot! I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. So 2 merchants are bickering over each other, seeing who gets the spot for their market endeavors. Better see if we can try to calm them down. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these 2 gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming for the same spot. Yep, who knows that we would get ourselves in a predicament like this. Ooh. They're gonna get in a fist fight. The 2 sword fighters reprimand them for their violent acts, you know, and that seems very appropriate that they would do that, since they are the strong ones of the team. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. Oh, so this is an episode of Scooby-Doo now, huh? I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Mature? Yeah, it was anything but mature with you both trying to almost beating up on each other and acting like a bunch of 2-year-olds. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck has been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try to acting more like adults. Oh, yeah. That is not very mature of you, Merchant Marco. I guess that's what your name is. We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? Yeah. So they're a bunch of soldiers in training. Yeah, you do not want to mess with these people who are bound to be in the army at some point. We're an idios name. What in IDO's name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. He goes by Manager Otto. What is he, from Otto's Cafe? It's a cafe that's close to my area, by the way. But no, nothing like that. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yet they do. They expire at the same time, too. What is the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing to other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask the both of you to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Yeah, there you go. Now you're acting more like adults. So yeah, it looks like that Manager Otto, he's in charge of the whole little market festival that's going on. So he actually has heard about Class 7 from Thor's Academy. My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Celdic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. Oh, now that's something you do not want to say no towards, so yes, let's go have some tea, while trying to defuse the situation too. But it seems like, or unless we are still having some tea, but who knows. So, you were responsible for choosing our assignments. Looks like it. Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So, both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right, both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's regulated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. Yep, you can definitely tell me, especially when it comes to marketing. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with video games, too, if you think about it. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Yeah, definitely seems like it. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Cruisin province is ruled by Duke Alberea, one of the 4 most powerful nobles in the entire country. So yes, the one that's run by Eustace's family from the previous episode that we talked about, or that they mentioned. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. And with a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've even gone to Barahand numerous times to petition the Duke personally, but they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. Oh, yeah, that's really bad if history's repeating itself based on what we're hearing so far. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? Oh, I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. That it does. So mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. Okay, here we go. The commanding officer of the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. And yeah, I agree, that's not even ethical on their part. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among the merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study, and I'll have a few new lists of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit, then? That's right. I got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Yep, and I think that concludes today, so let's go ahead and head back to the inn. Oh, another cutscene. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, that there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alberea. The current head is Juice's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Juices for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Guess that's a no then. Yep, it seems like you have to abide by society's rules based on this thing with where they're going. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. So I take it it's the instructor? Yes, it is. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Ah. So, yeah. And there goes the instructor, and we won't see her again until we come back. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? Well, she is a very important character to the story, after all. I suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Are they going to have an early dinner in the bar? Don't worry, you'll be okay, Elliot. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and return to the inn for dinner. There's really not much else that we can do for the rest of this day. Oh, cutscene time. Oh, it seems like they're having a really good dinner conversation.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling in Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
That's some really good character development between all four of them. You get to learn a little bit more about them.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation. And I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Kafai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fi for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the Eight-Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations.
Aww.
Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment. I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
Don't you think you should go outside and follow her and practice?
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Still so much about the characters we don't know about. It's a good thing that we got to know a little bit more about some of the characters. Oh, nice. We actually went up in rank.
I've got a little reward here for you.
And I think completing those quests, too, they actually do increase our AP, so it's a good thing that we actually get through that and get through whatever other tasks that we get through, so that way we can actually continue to increase in rank.
Drinks are on me someday.
Drinks are on you someday? No thanks. I think I'm gonna pass. Alright, now we're in Field Study Day number 2. The market manager left them with me. Okay, let's see what we have to learn about for today's field studies. Assign tasks. Oh, so they're optional? Or are they mandatory? Look, they both look optional to me. Okay, so Market Manager Otto wants us to take care of a large ferocious monster on the West Celdic Highway. Location, stone bridge leading to Heimdallr and the West Celdic Highway. Okay, so that's the first one. The Lost Wallet. Merchant Lizzie. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stalls. Would someone be willing to find its owner? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Okay, so it looks like there's only 2 tasks before we head back. Unless there's a mysterious third task that all of a sudden pops up in front of us during this time. About 9 tonight, okay. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Alright, so one more time to actually talk to our current teammates before we head back and everybody reunites. Yeah, they're optional. They're not really mandatory. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. Aww. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Ka-Fi, to the school I follow, and the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. Master Kafai? I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. So more of an apology to himself. Or more of him where he needs to apologize to himself for his actions. But let's see what she has to ask us. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That is all she wants to hear, and that really makes her satisfied, so she's happy to know that he's not neglecting his responsibility. Or he's not neglecting his responsibility. We were not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. But I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make... Whoa, you did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can't we just all forget about this and move on? Aha. Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak, so to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got trouble. Big... Uh-oh. So we got something very important for us to take care of. Slow down, Luis. It's first thing in the morning, and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got cut up on the way here. But never mind that. We have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over the market were destroyed, and all of their merchandise was stolen. Ooh. Looks like this is a matter of us trying to take care of that as our main focus for today. Well, for the in-game day. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. But they're all optional! Something tells me it's really going to be in a matter of our hands to take care of those tasks. Or to take care of that task. I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the market and see what's going on. Oh, those two again! I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Oh, good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. Oh, yeah. It's those 2 jerk faces. You just might be the cavalry we need right now. Yeah, seeing as how the people of the Cruz and Provincial Army aren't going to do a damn thing about it. Yep. Ugh. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk were to be trusted. Who else could have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallerian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here, right now? Huh, bring it on. Ooh. So it's mediator time for us. Class 7's back. You kids again? Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stuff. Smashing? So, those two are confirmed for the next Smash Brothers on the Switch. No, I'm just kidding. Besides, we don't even know who they are. Just nobodies. Ooh, yeah. Anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something? No, because you're just gonna only fester more anger. Oh boy. Should call the police then. Oh, so the provincial army actually does come. What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. I believe you are the one in charge here? I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. The market manager explained to the provincial army what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. Two stalls were destroyed. 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. Ooh. Do you not think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? Yeah, you would think so. I mean, have you ever played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? It's always proper to go under a very accurate investigation to see the actual truth happen. The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. Oh, God. Yeah, that is really wrong. He said shenanigans. But for the provincial army, they have evil shenanigans on their side. Pressing matters my ass. Talk about 250 pounds of bull from that man. Alright. And with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Very unfortunate. Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. Yeah, you and me both. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clear than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a bit more subtle about the whole thing? There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allow us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do, her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study, after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in any danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. But can we do our side tasks first before anything? So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdallr, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet. Right. Okay. So, looks like, let's go ahead and take a look at the quests. Should we probably go ahead and do that right now so that way we can at least get them done? If we can, that'd be great, but chances are it's probably going to say no. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take care of that investigation at hand. So let's go ahead and ask them for some advice. And to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celdic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. it's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. What brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Rean explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating? So, we are like Phoenix, right? That's right, and we really appreciate it if you can answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose that can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Don't worry, we'll get this figured out. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. Yeah, we are ace attorneys after all. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So, by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen? Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in a single night. Hello there, Flame Chocobo. Welcome to the chat. You already missed the first hour and 25 minutes of the live stream, or at least close to that anyways. But, hey, better late than never, man. That damned coward sabotaging my business? It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing this spot with me, so he decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. But please, try to stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the Provincial Armory really will arrest you, right? Oh, was a little busy doing online assessment for the job? Oh, what kind of job? A job that, where you work and get money? Or something of an online job? Ugh, yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. So, let's go to the other that's all the way at the back. Who's grieving about being at the back here. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from the military academy, right? What do you want from me? I got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And on top of it all, the Provincial Army and the other damned merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Provincial Army who actually did that. Oh, a store containing furniture and stuff. So, like Wesco Home Furnishing or something like that. I'm not sure if that's a national business or if it's just a regional or a local business. But oh, I don't know. He's not, or like Serta, if you want to put it like that. That's a national business that sell you beds that are very comfortable to sleep on. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see... So, yeah. You're explaining to him that you're investigating the matter. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but... Hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. You got that right. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant. Just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. Are you certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall, in shambles. And if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So the goods that were stolen were all processed foods? That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to the fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know. That seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this. I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. And what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall. But the chance of both committing the same crime at the same night without crossing paths, it's virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of their merchants being responsible for what happened, so we're gonna have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where, though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? The provincial army? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out our reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Whom do you mean? The Cruisin' Provincial Army. I'm talking about the Provincial Army. The Provincial Army. They haven't done a thing to try to solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the Provincial Army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, then the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves, and since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them, and this could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over there and see what we can find out. Alright, our AP increased by 1. So yeah, every time when you get questions like that in the game, then you will get an increase in AP. Aren't you the students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? Well, what do you think we're doing here? We're coming to serve justice. We're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we were hoping you might be able to help us with something. Can we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy, and we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourself handle difficult everyday situations. This seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study, and could prove most valuable to our education, if you'd permit it. Alright, stay here. I'll see what I can do. I'm sure he's going to come out like an Inspector Gadget and say, "Wowzers!" It seems like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it, and even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's trying to avoid responsibility, it seems. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. We would be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation. Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age. And it seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Alberea. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. Blah, blah, blah. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect. And interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers. We follow our orders. That's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. God, talk about self-arrogant pride if you ask me. Yeah, you tell him. As Nintendo Capri-san would say, yeah, you tell that asshole. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a job to do. Wait, would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital, Hines, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression that you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Oh, busted! We have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Sorry, but cat's out of the bag, so you have just got busted, mister. Now, we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Yeah, you got busted. Do you think the fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all? But the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during the time for them to do any digging. Not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alberea must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records for something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permissions for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working toward a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough that they'd feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elia, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. I just got lucky, that's all. So, what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree. Really, whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Celdic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. I'm thinking it's at the Lunaria Wilderness Park. That's where they escaped to. Maybe we should start asking around on the main roads and see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. I wouldn't dream of it. So yeah, it's got to be at that wilderness park on the western road. I wonder if we will be able to do our task there too. Oh, yeah. Oh, I should probably ask. So let's just ask people who are on the roads to see if they actually saw somebody. Maybe somebody we could actually talk to. So I guess this is a matter of just talking to the locals right now to see what might have happened. We kind of stand... Oh, God. That can't be right. Oh. We weren't talking to the cat. We were talking to the little girl. And the cat's name is Lulu. Aw. Lulu from Final Fantasy X. But she's not a black cat. And this girl's name is Mina. Lulu, are you okay? Look what the nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep along the side of the street. A weird man? This might be our perpetrator. The drunkard we saw earlier, perhaps? Probably. The nasty smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu and make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I never seen him before that. Really now? That sounds like a lead if ever I've heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Yeah, I kind of had a gut feeling when I saw him there when we made it to this town yesterday that he didn't look that normal. I mean, you don't see somebody just, sitting down on the street, sitting down on the streets, just drinking. Drink! Bring me another drink! Ah, P.U., this guy reeks. How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I would say completely hammered. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Shut up. Lay me alone. I'm just a good-for-nothing who just lost his job. Looking after that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? I wonder if he's talking about the Lunaria Nature Park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it? You see, I asked to be the park ranger for that old place. So Yogi Bear did give you trouble after all, huh? Ha ha! And then you lost your job? Yeah, out of nowhere too! I gave my life to that job, I did, and then he just came and took it all from me. That damned official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't just take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. The job was my life. My life. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree, it hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right? I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night too, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town through the west exit. Yep, I had a feeling that they were going to Lunaria Nature Park. There was something suspicious about that place. Weird thing was, they was carrying a bunch of wooden boxes, too, in the middle of that night. Kids these days, I tell you. You don't think they could have been the nature park? I wouldn't even have considered it. But given its size, it would no doubt be a perfect hiding spot. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. The men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. And if a provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. Huh? I say something useful or something? Don't know why I said, but if I helped you out, why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. Yeah, because you reek of alcohol. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We now know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lunaria Nature Park. Right. Might as well take this time to prepare. And besides, we do need to get some items in our possession. And I think we're going to do that at the market. Oh, cool, we can do the side quests. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's who the market manager said would be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Alright. So, we're actually going to be doing the side quests after all before the main one. So, it's a good thing that we actually get that taken care of too, because I was kind of worried about that for a little bit. there was mirror in it. Like, a lot of mirror. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The other thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. That sounds like the owner of a fairly well-off traveler, then. Okay, so we're gonna go to the station and see what the lost wallet is about. And there's the Celdic station. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries in regards to lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received, too. Can I ask you when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone, too. I get why she would be in a panic, then. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. It's the Weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Margot. Sorry. Luis, I don't need to talk to you. I just need to talk to good old Thelma. I know, that's not her name, but Margot. Hey there, is something the matter? You do have a moment. There's something we'd like to ask you. Alright. Ah, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing, though. She just left. That's unfortunate. But we have a name now, at least. That makes life a lot easier. True, all that left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she's searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next. So you want to head there. Okay, make sure you return it to her, okay? Alright, so let's go to a rest area and see if we can try to talk to her. Probably not that far. Oh, no, you're not it. So it is in the Grand Market somewhere. Oh, right over here. This is the place. So talk to this gentleman. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in here searching for her wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but now she's gone. Do you know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Eidos for now. Does that help you out at all? I think there's only one place that could be. She'll be making her way to the church? Yep, looks like the best bet. I guess, you know, the goddess Eidos is who we need to talk, is the goddess of this whole world that the Legend of Heroes games takes place in. So, I should be making more mention of, or I should be doing some more study of the lore within this game. Anyway, I think this is her. Oh, Eidos, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my mirror in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine actually made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me? Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any. Please, calm down. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am. Haha, thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? They showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see. So we returned the lost wallet and explained the situation. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts, after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there anything particular you'd like in return? You could take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. Yeah, I mean, we don't always need money to be repaid. Well, how about this, then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. So, a Picard plush. I see no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Thank you. Will you gratefully accept it then? You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So that takes care of that. Everything ended off all well. Alright, so we got that quest completed. Got that optional task done. Let me see. What was the other one? We got the lost wallet. Okay, the West Celdic Highway. So we want to go talk to the market manager, Otto, about this. Which I assume is right here? Oh yeah, that's the manager's house, but is he here? Oh, yes he is. Talk to you about it. Ask about the quest monster. Excuse us, but would you mind giving us some details about the monster you want us exterminated? Or you want exterminated? Not at all. The Provincial Army did say that they would handle it, but they don't exactly seem to be in a hurry to do so. That's why we had to request that all of you take care of it instead. My apologies for that. It's perfectly fine. Please don't worry about it. Besides, I'm pretty sure they love the field experience, so that way they can gain much more of it for when the bigger stuff happens later on. Okay, a stone bridge located on the way to Heimdall. Okay, so we want to go westward. It's either on West Celdic Highway 1 or West Celdic Highway 2.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's go.
And, if you ask me, that's probably the only way we're going to be able to find the stone bridge.
Now's our chance.
Because it's not on the Eastern Highway. If they said Eastern Highway, then they really goofed up.
I can do this.
Goofed up in terms of direction, that is.
Of course. Hey! We should keep going.
Finally, we get some more battling underway, but I don't think we're going to be making that much grinding effort. Let's take a look at that. Okay, it has been... It's a stone bridge leading to Heimdall on West Celdic Highway. So, do we want to go to Trista? We'll just go ahead and we'll avoid them right now. I'm sure they'll or is that it? I wouldn't be surprised at... Oh! That looks like a boss we can fight.
A worthy adversary.
Ooh. I hope it's one that we can actually defeat. Oh yeah, this is our boss. Sure enough. And we're probably going to need to have Elliot do his observation after we get everybody's stats up.
Turn to flames. Burn. Go.
Ooh.
My turn.
Okay. Oh, it looks like we got him burnt a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and get that craft for everybody. A tornado. Ooh, ouch. Okay, so since everybody's got everything on hand here, so it should be easier for us to actually remain. It should be easier for us to make sure that the hit point situation is still up in good condition. Okay, let's take a look at the detector and see what results we can actually get out of this creature.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, ferocious bird of prey. Pulls prey upwards with a whirlwind and then catches it with its sharp talons. Okay. And it looks like it has a really weak elemental efficiency against wind. I see.
My turn.
And she doesn't even have any. Okay, so let's use the... Oh, right, she can't even use that right now.
Here we go.
And you don't even have... Yeah, you don't even have anything like that, so I think we're brown bread on this for the time being, so we're just gonna have to see if we could try to... Nope. Oh, wait, we actually did. Oh, and hey, it missed us. Okay, so... Put some magic on you, so that way we were given that ability to use 0 arts. So, looks like that worked out well. Okay, let's use Armor Breaker on you, so we can get its defenses down.
My turn.
See if we can actually get it in one more fell swoop. Nope. And here I thought it... Oh, okay. It can.
Turn to flames. Burn! Now!
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yes, we got her. Nicely done.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
High five. Probably we should be selling our mirror at some point. And defeated the quest monster, so we might as well go ahead and report back. So we can complete that quest. This is definitely giving me a vibe of Final Fantasy X, just with the progression, but at least everything's not linear. Like Final Fantasy 13 is. Or as people would call it, Final Hallway 13. And nobody ever makes mention of that. Ever. Oh, so you taking care of that monster. I really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the rail highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes your reward for a job well done. Here, take this. So, oh, just what we're looking for. Just what we're looking for. We need those U materials, so we're going back to the, we're going back over to the Ornament shop. That's not it. It's down this way. Yep, right here. The Orbital Factory. Okay, customize weapon. We don't have enough for that. I guess we do need to actually shop for the new weapons. If they sell them or anything. Anyway. Okay, exchange. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Sepith masses. So just to get that out of the way. So that way we'll have a little bit of dough. We don't... we already bought the Master Quartz here, and we don't need that. Customize. And we don't have the sufficient items we need. So, yeah, now that leaves us with the question of how are we going to buy the new weapons for ourselves, because we do need to get stronger weapons for everybody, unless if he sells it. Ah, just what we're looking for. We do need the new weapons. And it's a good thing that we have enough mirror for them all, and we do need to get better equipment. I think we made the right call here, guys. There we go. I think we might be able to get everybody... Yeah. And we'll get the others to get their own equipment, too. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip it on the others. Pickard plush. Oh, nice. You know what? I think I might actually give that to her. Give her the metal spikes, so that way her defense will increase, and give her the armored vest. So that way she has an increase in defense. Same for the others. You know, I was wondering about that, if we could actually increase stats for our characters and that kind of stuff. Or have, you know, weapons and armor that we can actually equip and buy. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell the others. Might as well, right? Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll sell these. Okay, so at least we made some good progress there. So let's go ahead and customize the weapons. Customize. Let's go ahead and give you a good customization. And I would say probably one for you two. Since you're the other strongest. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back to the highway, and then we'll complete our main quest for this in-game day. And then after that, once we get to the next day, then I think we'll call it wraps for this episode, or for this playthrough. Okay, so we want to go to Lunaria Nature Park. If there's a deer in that nature park, I'm going to yell out, "Here, deer!" But I'm not going to... I'm not going to hold my breath. Ooh, I missed.
Turn to flames.
Gotcha.
Right. Huh? Go. There. Go.
I've got you.
But didn't kill it, though. Hopefully we can get the other.
We should keep going.
Yeah, much stronger. That's what I like to see. And we're not going to take care of the death cargo or whatever, since I'm not going to be wasting any EP. I could be fighting more monsters, gain more experience. But I might as well, so I can get more Sepith masses that I can sell. Oh! You missed that opportunity! Oh! Bollocks! How could that happen? Here. Payback! How dare you make us miss?
You still have a lot of training to do.
That was embarrassing. Oh, damn it. Wish my microphone wasn't that close to the TV. That's one of the things that I need to work on. Maybe this year or possibly next year, is getting a microphone stand. So that way I'm not that far from, or I'm not that close to the screen. That way I can have the microphone stand, you know, pointing out far away, so that way I can be further away from the screen to see everything. And there are no guards in front of the entrance to Lunaria Nature Park. So it looks like this is going to be a walk in the park. no pun intended, for us to go through here.
Wonder what happened to those bossy guys who were here before. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's...
Ooh. Busted.
A bracelet?
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Yep.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
Yeah.
Yep. Those bossy guys are the
Likely
culprits.
The culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
Oh, don't worry, Elliot. But who would have thought that they would lock it?
Opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to...
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
Well, what are you going to do?
Get it done more quietly.
The 8 Leaves, One Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
Don't tell me you broke your blade. Nope, he got her.
Seriously?
Wow! You cut it right in two!
I did. Thankfully.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
His ability to use E-Auto like that definitely reminds me of George Prime from Suikoden 5.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah. What do you think they're supposed to be?
I imagine they were made by the animists in this province.
Animists. Quite a funny name. Oh, hey, it's one of those things where we can rest up if we need to. Yeah, so if things are going to get rough, then by all means use those, so that way you can rest up and you have everything at full health and full EP and full CP every time when you start off something fresh from there.
The advantage is ours.
Some mushroom enemies.
My turn.
Yeah, jelly shrooms. Look like jellyfish mushrooms. Although I'm sure that was intentionally the idea for their creation.
Now's our chance.
I've got you. Right.
Right!
Right.
Let's take care of the other one.
Now. I'll pick you up.
It's my turn. Go.
Get it. Got it.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
Alright. And looks like they do give a little bit more hit points, so we might be able to get a couple levels after all. Possibly, before we get to the boss, if there is one in this area, which I assume there might be. But if there weren't any monsters, I would say this is a good place to actually go for like a walk in a wilderness park or whatever.
It's my turn.
Yeah, looks like we weren't able to attack him beforehand, but... Oh well. We'll just have to do what we can. Take them all out. Blue Lullaby. There we go. Go ahead and use the Earth Cleaver on these guys. Got him in one fell swoop. Ouch.
It's my turn.
You attack so hard. You're no funny. But we got you.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Well, we did get a double kill in, so I guess that all matters. But yeah, that just looks like a place you would definitely want to take a stroll in. I mean, there's a place that I like to go... There's a wilderness park I like to go to every once in a while and take a walk there. It's so beautiful.
It's a treasure chest.
But if it wasn't cold out, then I'm pretty sure I would be able... I'm pretty sure I would love to go, but... Unfortunately, not today. And just so you know, if you're wondering what difficult I'm playing this game on, it's normal difficulty.
Right. My turn.
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn. Go.
Here we go.
My turn.
Alright.
We should keep going.
But we did get through that battle unscathed, which will give us more experience points. What's in this treasure chest? A citrus bottle.
This way's a dead end.
Oh boy. They're gonna say the most simplest things, aren't they? Just for the sake of bringing about some character development, I suppose.
We can do this.
Alright, triple advantage. If we can... Yeah, here we go. Got him in that spot I want to actually attack him in.
I can do this.
My turn.
Right.
It's my turn. Fire.
Here we go. Another chance.
I've got you.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough to kill it right away. But who cares? We got it now.
Oh, we did it.
I noticed that Reen is the one who is one person who doesn't smile after a victory, but and Laura as well. But if it seems like when it comes to Elisa and Elliot, they're the ones that actually does more of the smiling. I wonder if that's changed in the sequels or not.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
If we can get it unconscious? Probably not. Oh well, doesn't look like we can...
This one looks strong.
Doesn't look like we can get them unconscious, so go ahead and take care of them all. In a quick fashion if we can. Probably not, but at least we can try, right?
Turn to flames. Burn.
Of course.
Okay, let me use Earth Cleaver. We're not going to be able to get all of them, so we'll just go ahead and get whoever we can.
Right.
Go.
Some of them, they can't even be destroyed in one fell swoop, huh?
There.
Oh, couldn't even... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we can get this one at least. Still? Wow. Ouch. Oh, hey, we got it. There was that kill that we did by, you know, burning it. Let's go ahead and give Reen a tear balm to heal him a little bit. There we go. But nothing we can do about his unconscious state. Ouch! Jerk.
It's my turn. Fire.
And we're out for another... God! How dare you attack him like that, dick? Okay. Go ahead and give that to you. Seriously, what a dick.
It's my turn.
Attack somebody else instead of getting him unconscious, please? That's so disrespectful. Okay, got it.
Oh, we did it.
Oh well, I guess I can't complain too much now. But yeah, that was tough as balls. You know what? We might as well go ahead and see if we can try to cook.
Alright, let's get started. Well, that turned out well.
Alright, we got a simple omelet done, and I think that recovered... Did that recover some of our... Let's try with you.
Hope this turns out okay. This is my
Oh,
specialty.
worm egg soup. Oh, that's cool. So, I guess they're items that are already made in our inventory, huh? Yep, a simple omelet and warm egg soup. Okay. I think that'll do for now, so let's just continue. God, those horned baboon jerks.
Oh, there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot.
That's more Winsepeth. Oh, more jelly shrooms.
Now's our chance.
My turn. There. Go.
I've got you. I can do
Too
this.
bad they don't automatically detect who you want to completely destroy. Because if they did, that'd make these battles a hell of a lot easier. Pardon me. Kind of burpy. Got him.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Alright, so Reen's got to level 13.
I did it.
Alright, nice. Another Tira Balm. So basically it's like Final Fantasy terms of spells. You know, there's Cura, Curaga, stuff like that. Light, medium, and heavy restoration. Don't you dare. There we go.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Yes, we need that triple advantage thing going on for us. There we go.
I've got you. I can do this. Turn to flames.
Get Flamberge on you.
Burn. Of course.
Oh, there's a little sliver of health. Didn't get.
Here we go.
Of course.
You might as well go ahead and take care of that one, since that one's about done.
It's my turn.
Alright, there we go. And we got through that unscathed.
Lisa.
Same to you. That was great.
Alright. And we got a couple more level ups there.
All right.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, we went that way, so we want to go this way. And yeah, this is another dead end, but I'm pretty sure there might be an item worth finding in this section. There is.
Is that a treasure chest?
Yes, but first things first, we want to take care of the enemies.
Here we go.
Of course. Now.
Take care of it, Elliot.
My turn.
Go.
Critical that guy. There we go.
I've got you.
Nice.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
Alright, we got Elisa leveled up.
Done.
Bad lip syncing. I think I already made mention of this in the previous episode.
Can't sense anyone in this area.
Hopefully, as more console generations come about, that the lip syncing problems won't be that very apparent. For RPGs like this. I mean, I know there's a limit on what one can do, especially if they...
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
Yeah. Oh,
Careful.
Wait, there's a panda? A Sasapanda, huh. Funny name. Yeah. Here's what you get for attacking me before. Anyway, let's motivate all of you.
Dad, leave it to me.
Ouch.
Right.
Okay, resounding beat for all of us as well. So hopefully this battle won't be that much more problematic than it already is. Ouch. Oh!
I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn.
Got it. No overkill status. Well, we might as well go ahead and get these so we can get them out of the way at least. Nice ass there. A bamboo sledgehammer? That doesn't seem possible.
Right. Hey.
There we go.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that was much better than the previous battle against those horned baboons. Much better. Relaxant.
It's a treasure chest.
Yes, it is. A coral ring. I guess this might be something to give Laura, so let's go ahead and head over to her and have her equip... Oh yeah, I forgot about the citrus bottle. Invigorating fragrance. But, this doesn't really have any monetary value. Okay. So, we'll just... Some of these accessories that you find, I guess some of them are for show. If I were to take a logical guess. Ooh! Missed.
My turn. There. Go.
I've got you. Right. Fire.
My turn.
Of course.
My turn.
It's my turn.
See if we can get Flamberge on it.
Burn. Go.
My turn.
It seems like everyone else except for Laura doesn't have an S-break, whereas Laura is the only one who does. So, okay, I think that's the way we want to go, but we don't want to head in that direction just yet. A sedative. Yeah, here's another treasure chest that we can greatly take with us. Celestial Bomb? Okay. Nature Park 3. So we're just getting deeper and deeper inside this park.
Just how deep does this forest go?
What are we, in the Lost Woods in Ocarina of Time?
Pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there.
An 8B charge, we'll definitely take that. Gotcha.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
I would say Leroy Jenkins, but that's too easy.
Right. Hey.
Pierced it.
Right.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the leaf cutter on them. Autumn leaf cutter.
My turn. Huh.
Got him.
It's my turn.
Alright.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah, we did. Pretty unscathed at the battle. Grab this. Tira Balm. Okay, just a circle back around. Oh, you did spot me. Alright.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Try this again.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. You always want to see if you could try to inch your way a bit close to get them all, you know, get a bunch of them in one fell swoop. And fortunately for us, that was on our, luck was on our side.
My turn. Huh.
Here we go.
It's my turn. Now.
Pierce it! Slash it!
Of course. Hey.
Oh, we missed.
Right.
Go.
Okay, got it.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Not too bad we couldn't even get through that unscathed. Oh well. And I think this takes us back. Does this take us back in this general direction? Yeah, it does. We came out of that direction. So, we want to go this way. So I guess this circle's around. In some capacity. And if we go this way, there's going to be a lot of enemies. Yeah, a lot of those mushrooms. Yeah, and they're going to be protecting it.
My turn. Now's our chance.
But we will get it eventually. That treasure chest. Must be something of good monetary value, if there was a lot of these things in this area.
I can do this.
My turn.
My turn.
Got him.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
All challengers.
What? We didn't even get it? That's lame. I thought I got the one that I wanted to attack.
My turn.
Must have thought I was going after another monster. Oh well. Ooh. Oh, no you didn't. Ooh. Bad. Bad, bad, bad.
It's my turn.
Here we go.
I'll take that back, or I'll destroy you for
Here we go.
not giving us our...
Now's our chance.
or taking his HP away. Jerks.
I can do this.
Oh, missed. Ooh. Better hurry up and take care of that quick. She's at a really... She's really at a poor disadvantage. What? How did we miss that?
I can do this.
And twice, rather.
That takes care of them.
Okay, yeah, we got a new achievement, Frequent Fighter, since we've been getting in a lot of battles. Might as well go ahead and take it. Now get you, so that... Wait a minute. You're still not... Ugh, dude, what is going on with this game? This game must be... frickin' high, if you ask me. And I can't even tell which one I actually attacked and which one I didn't. Yeah, they siphon our hit points.
My turn.
It's my turn. Fire!
Seems like you doing that attack when you shoot them with your arrows, it's like you're piercing through your teammates. Not very team coordinate friendly, are you? Oh, damn it. Here. Let me see if I can get at least you guys. And we missed that one too? Game. My goodness.
It's my turn. Fire!
My turn.
Get it. There. Doing all those beast press and all that.
My turn.
Oh. Damn it. Might as well go ahead and heal myself. Make myself useful. For a change.
It's my turn.
Gotcha.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Or maybe the thing that we have on Laura, it actually prevents paralysis. If that's the case, then I'm okay with that. Oh, got them all asleep. Hey, that's even better.
To flames. Burn!
My turn.
Do we need Earth Cleaver on them?
I've got you.
Got you. Quick and painless.
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
It's a good thing we got through that. I mean, seriously, with all those many enemies there, I didn't even think we were going to get through that. Alright, but fortunately enough, we managed to get through it all. Now, let's see, what's down this direction?
Oh,
Yep,
there's an orbman charging station.
so we must be getting very close.
We must be in the most remote reaches of the park.
Before we get there, I think we need to go over this way. Because I thought there was another path that we can, you know, explore in this direction. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I think we're done with that, and we'll go ahead and we'll head on over to the recharge station. So that way we can rest up and go take on the boss in this area. Nothing. So... Oh, and hey, we can even modify some of our courts if we need to, or even get some. Anyway, let's see if we can try to get some slots open, since, you know, some of them can be opened up now. I think we can already open up the rest of Reen's. Yeah. So everything else is opened up for him. Now it's just a matter of opening up the others. Okay, can be opened, can't open that, can't open that, can't open that! Well, shit. But at least we can insert some more, if we can. Go ahead and add some more hit points for you. Get you out of the way. Maybe, well... Maybe get you with an earth-based attack. So it looks like Reen was the only one who we actually managed to... You know... But we can go for the others too, or we can make some new ones too, or synthesize new ones if we want to. Yeah, it's a good thing that we do this, so that way we can get some new ones made. Ones that we don't even have on us. And I don't think we have Crest either. Okay, I think we're good enough here, so let's move forward. Oh, wait a minute. We still need a rest first. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Alright, we are at the depths now.
There they are.
Yep.
Not bad for a night's work. And if those idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be able to make even more.
Don't get carried away now. We get a reward for all this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is.
Still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them.
No idea. But then, I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Who's there?
Oh, you're those students from yesterday.
I know I locked the gate.
Don't tell me you broke in.
Indeed, we did.
It looks like the stolen goods are all here too.
We caught you red-handed.
Let's take them out.
They're just
Oh.
kids. They should be no match for us.
Yeah, you guys better not underestimate us.
Since we're all alone out here, ain't nobody gonna see a thing.
Hope you're ready for the beating of your lives.
I highly doubt we'll be the ones to endure a beating here today.
As long as we make good use of the Arcus's combat links.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Here we go. Bring it on. Here we go.
Oh, hey, cool. It does have the battle music going on. Oh, you know what? Let's motivate us.
Do this.
Got it, leave it to me.
My turn.
Oh my gosh. They're not even gonna stand a chance against us. Yeah. This looks to be a walk in the park.
can do this.
Include us, too. I think mostly you guys.
Hang in there.
Blessed Arrow. This will restore hit points for us. Yeah, here we go. And restores our CP, too. I can't complain there. Okay. Let's get in a good chunk of you taken down. Or get a couple of you taken down. Yeah! You know, I can't believe you guys are actually using guns. You need to be arrested.
My turn. It's my turn.
You guys are the ones who are going through a beating today. Ouch. Take that, jerk. Got him.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright, we did justice to all of them. Or we brought justice to them, and now they're gonna go to jail.
Oh, this has got to be some kind of joke. They're kids.
Well, even kids can be, you know, a lot more tactical than you can. It's not about brute strength, after all, sir.
How pitiful. That barely even qualifies as a warm-up.
Well, when you're used to Instructor Sarah's training exercises, warm-ups take on a whole new meaning.
That's very true.
Bottom line, we won. Fair and square. I'd suggest you surrender yourselves and apologize to everyone in the Grand Market for all the trouble you've caused.
And we'll be returning those stolen goods to their rightful owners, too.
We would also be very interested to learn who hired you.
You must be out of your damned mind if you really think you've won.
Elliot?
What's wrong? I don't know. I just thought I heard the sound of a flute.
Ooh.
What was that?
It sounded like the cry of an enormous beast.
What's happening? It's coming this way.
Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a new boss to fight against. Looks like, Granoja, a roaring baboon.
Help!
A giant baboon?
I take it this is the boss of this chapter?
It's huge!
I believe we're dealing with the ruler of this forest. What would you suggest, Reem?
Well, they may be thieves, but we can't just leave them to die. We're going to have to fight it.
Understood.
All right.
Adios, help us.
Adios.
This looks tough. Careful.
We'll be fine.
My turn.
Well, we should take care of the small fry first while we're at it. So let's go ahead and get a resounding beat for all of us, and then we'll get the motivation from Reen to help us out.
I get it.
Reen can now use Flame Slap. Ooh! So can now use his S-Craft, which he can now also use the S-Brakes like Laura. I will, but first things first.
Leave it to me.
Want to give them some motivation.
I can do this. Turn to flames.
We want to take care of the, like I said, we need to take care of the small fry first before we take care of the bigger fry. You missed. Ouch. But make sure you have either Elliot or Alyssa doing the healing. Use Flame Slash on all you guys. I can't use it on all of you, so I'll go ahead and use it on a couple of you. And I think you can use it a couple times. No? We can just only use it in one setting, huh? Yeah, so I guess if we have more than 100, then that will determine how strong the attack will become. I guess so. Alright. Oh man, look at that amount of hit points it has. Hopefully this doesn't give us too much trouble. Who knows, it probably will. But I can imagine the rewards are going to be so grateful. On second thought... Damn! Damn! That was... Whew. I'll be damned. I better make sure you're using those healing items or whatever. Yeah, this looked to be a pretty fruitful challenge.
My turn.
Crafts, Earth Cleaver.
My turn.
Can't believe it actually could use 2 attacks like that. That's unlikely. Oh well. If it can only use it 1 time, going forward now, then we should be okay. Ouch! Motivate us, please. We need some good motivation. Okay, maybe Armor Breaker for right now. What? Oh, are you serious? And a Resounding Beat. That's bollocks. Ouch. Go ahead and heal us. And since Reen is so far away, this will be a good opportunity to heal our party members here too. Ouch! Damn! That was butthole-ish, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and heal you up. Yeah, because that was really jerkish. Might as well go ahead and do that. Because we will need Laura to do her... Yeah, well, we're gonna need her to do her S-break. Let's see, do we have anything that can... restore our CP? No, we can't... Okay, so we can't really do anything, so... Let's just go ahead and use whatever we have. Might be a good idea to get it done. Besides, we already got half of its hit points down, so it should be a walk in the park from here on out. I say that with famous last words. But yeah, this is a pretty tough boss that we're dealing with. I was about to say, if you attack Reen again, you are going to be in a world of trouble. Okay, so Elisa doesn't really need any since... But, you know, I might as well go ahead and use that craft on... I need to use it on Reen, because he is getting low on his defenses.
My turn.
And let's... you know what? Let's give him some motivation, too. A deadly cry. Ooh. Ouch. That had to hurt.
It's my turn.
But hang in there. Almost done with this fight. Let's see if we can use the blue lullaby on it. Probably not. But yeah, that hurt like a... Wait a minute. I can't be in paralysis. There's no way.
Arcus, activate.
Of course.
I don't think it's gonna be... No, let's go ahead and get an attack on it. Oh, hey, we got it unconscious, so that saves us a little time. Okay.
My turn.
Okay. Good. But still not enough to take it down. Ouch.
My turn.
Go ahead and do that for all of us, so that way we can... Gotta get our defenses back up. Oh, nice critical. Okay. Should do it the last hit. But just to be on the safe side, let's use Autumn Leaf Cutter on it. Yeah! Got it! That was pretty tough, I will admit that. But we got it. We defeated this boss of this chapter.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, man. We only had one death in that battle. That was from Elliot, of all people. Oh, well. There was no avoiding that, that's for sure. Alright.
I did it!
All right.
Not bad.
That was tough.
That was kind of terrifying.
Yeah, because that beast was... Oh! Knows how to throw a punch.
Still, at least we were able to defeat it. Reen, what was that skill you just performed?
Oh, it was something I've been working on for a while. This was the first chance I had to put it through its paces, though. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
I see.
You really are amazing, Reen.
Yeah, you're always there to help us when we need it most.
No, that's not true. There's really only so much I can do on my own. We wouldn't have been able to defeat that thing if we hadn't all been working together as a team. This was a victory for Group A as a whole.
Well said.
Indeed.
Unbelievable. What are these kids even doing here? Bastard. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It seems we have some unwelcome guests.
There they are.
And they're not alone.
Oh, so they're gonna take all the credit, huh?
Put your hands in the air.
What?
Don't try to resist.
Why are you surrounding us and not them?
Keep your mouth shut. Don't think we're gonna go easy on you just because you're students.
Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you.
They're not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people and a collection of stolen goods, but no indication of which group was responsible. Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the perpetrators?
What? Do you intend to frame us?
This is preposterous.
I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business and learn your place.
God, what an asshole.
The Kreutzen province is the territory of Duke Alborea, and I will not have a gaggle of bratty students poking their noses where they don't belong. You will back down now, or we'll be more than happy to arrest you right here and drag you to Berea Hard City, kicking and screaming.
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
I'm afraid you'll be doing no such thing.
What?
Who's there? Oh.
Ah. Looks like somebody came to help us.
It's the Railway Military Police.
Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP.
They're
RMP.
supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
So, this must be one of the main characters in the game.
The Icy Maiden.
The Icy Maiden.
Why does one of the Chancellor's dogs come here?
What is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Kreutzen Provincial Army.
Kreutzen. Okay.
The Imperial
I was saying it wrong all this time.
To intervene.
With all due respect, Celdic is a major interchange station in our railway network. So in point of fact, we have every right to investigate any incidents that occur in this general vicinity, as I'm sure you well know. And in accordance with our investigation thus far, after having questioned all those connected to the incident, we have concluded that it is impossible for any of these students to be guilty of these crimes. Do you wish to contest this judgment?
I suppose not.
Well then, may I suggest you leave us to do our jobs? The RMP will take responsibility for returning all of the stolen goods to their rightful owners as well.
Men, withdraw! We're returning to Celdic.
Yeah, you get out of here, you asshole.
Understood, sir. You've got to be kidding me!
We had a deal.
Take them
Ooh.
into custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Totally bold.
There's no point in resisting.
You're coming with us.
Damned Ironblood dog.
She's really pretty.
Is she really part of the RMP?
Thank you all very much for your assistance.
Yeah, Claire Revelt. Or Rivelt.
My name is Captain Claire Revelt of the
Revelt.
Railway Military Police. We're a division of the Imperial Army. And you are the visiting students from Thor's Military Academy, are you not? I'll need to file a report about what happened here. So would the four of you mind accompanying me?
I wonder if what we did was for the sake of justice or if it's something we get in trouble for, but I'm pretty sure it might be for the sake of justice. But we're leaving, so something tells me that we're leaving for the train to go back to Trista, huh? I'm just glad we were able to help. Besides, it was only thanks to the RMP's involvement that we were able to catch the culprits in the end. Oh, there's no need to be so modest. All we did was physically arrest the culprits, the rest was entirely on you. If not for your assistance in stopping the criminals from escaping, we would have missed our chance to intervene altogether. I believe the credit for this achievement is yours, and yours alone. All this attention is kind of embarrassing. Still, I suppose it would be rude not to accept your thanks. Indeed, you all should be very proud of what you accomplished here. So, can we leave everything in your capable hands from here on out, Captain? Of course, I'm intending to leave a number of our soldiers here for the time being. Rest assured that we'll take care of any further problems that may arise. We are greatly obliged. Still, while your personal loyalties may differ, both the RMP and the Provincial Army are made up of Erebonian soldiers, so I'd appreciate if you tried not to stand out too much. Your presence may create some anxiety among the locals. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you for your cooperation with your report. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. Oh no, not at all. And we really appreciate you coming to our aid like that. Oh, there's no need to thank me, really. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I regret having stepped in at all. Overcoming such an impossible situation was probably meant to be a part of your field study, too. To build character, perhaps. What?
Yeah, I may be good, but I'm not that good.
Oh.
Oh!
Instructor Sarah.
Instructor?
I was wondering when you'd show up.
It's been a while, Sarah.
That it has. 6 months, give or take? Honestly, I had no idea you RMP folks were gonna get involved with this. I suppose you had everything that was happening here figured out all along.
You overestimate my abilities. I did receive a report that suggested there might be trouble here, but that's it.
Oh, from your brother, I take it. Nothing gets past you lot.
We're just trying to make sure we're prepared to deal with any problems that might arise. But I'm sorry to say I don't have any more time to catch up with you right now. I really need to be taking my leave. I wish all the best to you and the rest of Class 7.
Right.
Did they get the audio mixed up? Something tells me they did, because we saw Reen say right, but in his audio file he said ah when Claire showed up. Oh, hey, whether if it's Jeff or Jerry, either 16-bit Jeff or Fighter Kaos, welcome to the stream. Oh, so it is Kaos. Yeah, it is Kaos. Hi there, man. But yeah, look, because if you remember, when Reen said right in text, you could actually hear him say ah when Claire showed up, but right now as Claire left, you saw Reen say ah, but in his text file but in his audio file you heard him say right, so something tells me they kind of messed up there. That's something that they probably should go and fix if they still have time. Xseed, if you can fix up that little inconsistency. But, yeah, I know Kaos is the one who's working on the video, so, yeah, definitely thank you for coming on. Yeah, and it's about time. We almost completed our playthrough for today, but as soon as we get to the end of Chapter 1, and it'll give us that opportunity to save our progress before we head on to the next chapter. Oh, so your birthday is 2 weeks away from today? If so, then happy early birthday, my man. I wonder if we can... oh, she's sleeping like before, but I wonder if we can play Blade while we're on the train waiting to get back. If we can, then we might as well go a few rounds.
She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster. If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
So, this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh? I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had the same thought. Testing the Arcus is clearly a big reason for coming here, but it's not the only reason.
Oh, Dark Souls 3 is what you're streaming on your birthday. Well, in Dark Souls fashion, you know what they say. Prepare to die a lot for a game like Dark Souls being really hard, but when when you compare Battletoads to Dark Souls, you can see that Battletoads is the much harder game.
I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly California we've only read about in books, and getting to see the issues occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Celdic.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this time, so too may we be called upon to do so again. These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct, and I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're training everywhere we go.
Well, you're about half right.
Uh-oh. Thought you were asleep.
Instructor.
I was so certain you were sound asleep.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do. As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance, as is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders. Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Just as I thought.
It's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
Now that you mention it...
The Bracer Guild prides itself in protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were given in Celdic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
Yeah, I guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people. Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me. Which means...
Oh boy. Yep, she's avoiding that responsibility with going back to sleep. Go to sleep and wake up at the blink of an eye, just like that, huh?
How are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I suppose until she does, all we can do is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
Yeah.
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. It's just, well, we've been in the same class for a month now, and this whole time I've been kind of keeping you in the dark.
What do you mean?
You aren't referring to the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it?
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time, regarding my social class.
What?
Are you saying your family...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked. But technically, I come from a family of nobles. My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
Schwarzer. Now that you mention it, I have heard the name before. An honorable family, closely tied with the Imperial family themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
I never would have imagined you might be the son of a noble too.
I wouldn't have expected you to. I don't act like one. My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't behave like your typical nobles at all. And technically, since I was adopted, I don't have any actual noble blood running through me. I'm upper class in name only.
So, you...
Sounds like you've got your own issues to deal with, just like the rest of us, huh?
I don't think of it as a big deal, and I don't want you to think of it as one either. I just didn't want to keep it a secret any longer. After everything we've been through these past few days, I owe you guys that much. I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
I don't know what to say.
You consider us to be major parts of your life?
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police. That ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. Seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
I would think so too. Alright, well, Flame Chocobo, thank you for joining us on the stream. It's, my live stream's going to be coming to a close here pretty quickly too, so don't bother waiting for me if you gotta, take off.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did.
Oh my god, it's Zero from Code Geass.
We may need to adjust our plans to compensate for this interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus, giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course. The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
Something is lurking from behind the scenes, it seems. And yes, Chapter 1 has finally come to an end. Couldn't be any more happier, guys. So, yeah.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Oh, we did move up in rank B5.
I've got a little reward here for you.
And Medal of Fortitude as a perk.
Drinks are on me someday.
Someday.
Good showing, everyone.
So I got an A ranking for that all the way through, and I completed all the optional and mandatory field tasks, so I got an A for that. An A for effort, and looking pretty good. Class 7's bonds have been strengthened. Nice. And my link with Elisa has went up for both Reen and Elisa. And they have new ones that and when they get to level 2 with their link ability, it seems like we can perform a finishing blow on enemies. And my link with Elliot went up as well. Same thing, as well as with Laura. Okay, so yes, that concludes this episode for today. So I might as well go ahead and start another one in case if I need to actually go back to this if I need to, but chances are I'm probably not going to need to do that, but who knows. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and let me see if I can actually get out of here, if I can. It was trying to put me on turbo mode, but no need to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of that and just get back into here, and give you some final things I wanted to point out. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream today. I had a lot of fun getting through that for about almost a little over 3 hours. I didn't think I was going to go that long, but hey, I'm glad that we got Chapter 1 finished, and I think there's like either 6 or 7 chapters in this game, so including the prologue, I would say that's 2 chapters completed, if you ask me, so we're only 25% all the way through. So we got a lot more that we have to cover. But if you like what you see, then be sure to, follow me here on Twitch, so that way you'll see me do some more live streams in the future, as well as seeing what else I have up my sleeve in terms of more content coming from me on here. But you can also find me on youtube.com/RRPGReviews, where I do retrospectives, reviews, and my RRPG side quest series, where I talk about a news story, one piece of news in relation to the world of JRPGs. So, yeah, be on the lookout for one that's going to be coming tomorrow, and then one on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's something I like to aim for within every single day, weekday of the week or day of the week, except for Saturdays and Sundays, because that's more of my off time where I just want to do live streams for you guys, as well as me working on, my big projects. Like, after I get done with doing the 2 news stories that I want to bring about for both Monday and Tuesday, then I'm going to get back on track with working on more Final Fantasy Tactics, because I am currently working on episode 9 of my Final Fantasy retrospective, which covers everything set in the world of Ivalice, which Final Fantasy 12 takes place in. And Final Fantasy Tactics is one of those games that's set in that game world. So yeah, I don't know when I'll get that done, but hopefully it'll be sometime this summer. But in terms of other things like reviews, I'm currently working on the Dissidia of Final Fantasy NT review. I need to start working on voiceovers for that review, so that way I can get started with that and get that completed. I want to get that done before I get on with any other bigger things, like the whole thing with us at the Geek Fighters doing our predictions for E3 2018, which we will be doing in the month of May. That leads up to E3, and that's going to be a lot of fun with what we're going to do. And in terms of Facebook and Twitter, you can find me on those pages too. My Facebook fan page is RRPGReviews, where the website is facebook.com/RRPGReviews. And you can also find me on Twitter, where my handle is @RRPGReviews. So whatever social media site that I post on, that's where you're going to find me posting on there. So I try to use both of them evenly if I have to, but whichever one you see me post on, then you're going to see me post on there. But anyway, guys, be sure to follow me not only here on Twitch, but also on YouTube, on Facebook, and Twitter, because more support from you guys will mean that more content is coming from me in the future that you're not going to find anywhere else, as well as my co-hosts on the Geek Fighters. Be sure to follow them. You can follow Fighter Chaos on Twitch, where his his Twitch handle is Fighter Chaos, twitch.tv/Fighter Chaos. And you can also find 16-Bit Jeff on there, which is twitch.tv/16-Bit Jeff. And you can also follow us as The Geek Fighters, where our Twitch is twitch.tv/The Geek Fighters, all in one word. And you can also follow us on youtube.com, where our YouTube handle is The Geek Fighters, and Fighter Chaos's YouTube handle is Brad Burns Rival, and 16-Bit Jeff's YouTube handle is just 16-Bit Jeff. And you can also find our Facebook fan page, which is The Geek Fighters, and you can also find us on Twitter, where our handle is @The Geek Fighters. So be sure to follow us on those social media sites on there, because whichever one we post on, which we will post on both social media sites, but be sure to follow us at one of two of those sources, or at both sources if you can. But anyway, guys, as we said, more support from you will mean that we can continue on with more content that you're not going to find from us, that you're not going to find from us posting anywhere else, and all that other good stuff. So anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me on this live stream today. I had a lot of fun. It was a really big blast, and I can't wait to do this the next time when I, get on to doing another live stream of this, as well as when we get back on track with playing more Thousand Arms this coming Saturday. So until next time, guys, this is Double RPG signing off by saying Godspeed and Game On, gamers. Peace out, and I'll see you next weekend. Ciao!